And we're going to conclude this with the best Scream movie and one of my personal favorite movies, personal favorite scary movies. Honestly, I think this is my favorite scary movie franchise.
It's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
And even though I do like Jaws and Final Destination individually more,
Okay.
I think as a series, this is the best. And let's start with the best of the best with Scream 1.
Well, I gotta interrupt you, Ricardo, because I could out resurrection you with the Jaws movies.
4?
No, 3.
3.
That's my favorite. Yeah.
Oh.
I love that as a
Get the f- out of here.
I love that as a kid. That was so much fun to watch that.
You know what, though?
Jaws in a SeaWorld, man, you cannot beat that. That was awesome.
The scene where he's flying towards literally flying towards the glass
Oh, that was
because it's all still like
yeah,
this.
because it was, yeah. Remember,
They didn't
that was
even
great.
animated movie. Oh, that was
Because
so
I think
awful.
it looked that way because it was supposed to be in 3D, and that's it would have made
Oh,
it would have
that's
been. I
so
know,
awful.
but still, that was such a great movie though. That's as a kid. That's seriously
Oh
awesome.
man. Let's.
I mean, it'd be like Jason in like Six Flags. You gotta love it, man. It
Well,
would've-
he was in New York for like 20 minutes.
I know, but Jaws was in SeaWorld the entire movie. But okay,
yeah.
all right, back to Scream.
Well, yeah. First, kid is in there first, and then she gives birth and whatever. But anyway, so, yeah, Scream, great movie. First, Drew Barrymore's death at the beginning. I've said it before. One of my favorite horror movie, one of my favorite movie deaths ever. One of my favorite female deaths ever. And I think it's my generation's Psycho scene. Would you agree?
Oh, this thing is just perfect.
Yeah.
This
Not-
one. Well, okay.
Not to mention, like, she's the biggest name in the movie, so you would think she's going to be the survivor.
Okay. The one little caveat though is that this is actually. Did you know this is the only complete version of the movie?
Really?
This is the only version that actually shows that part when he gets gutted.
Oh, she gets good, huh?
When he gets gutted. When
Oh, the
he's
guy
Steve,
gets good, yeah.
Steve, when you
The
can see that
boyfriend, yeah.
part. They couldn't show it because they wanted to get the R rating. They
yeah.
left it in for this version. It still makes no sense. That's the thing. That he's outside. How does it happen? He's outside and all of a sudden he gets gutted.
Because the lights go out, and then because she gets a question wrong about who's the killer in jail.
No, I know that, but
then the lights go out, and then boom, you see nothingness, and then the lights come back on, and he's gutted.
Okay, because in this version you would see that happening and there's nobody there, so it still makes no sense.
But honestly, I think it's actually better that the lights go out, so you only hear it, then your imagination just fills in the blank. And the imagination
I'm with you on all
so
that.
much-
I'm just saying I still don't really get what happens there. But anyways,
I think maybe that's why they cut it to as well, because it doesn't make a lot of
doesn't seem to. But besides that, I mean, yeah, this opening scene is amazing.
It's just a perfect 10 minutes or so of the movie, because, like I said, suspense, not to mention the killer's voice. And he starts off kind of like almost hitting on her, and then he goes, so what do you want to know who I am? Because I want to know who I'm looking at.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, such a great turnaround.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Have you heard the commentaries on these?
No, I want to though.
Okay.
I gotta get the Blu-ray.
Okay. So with this Scream 1, do you know why Drew Barrymore's crying like that in the movie?
Yes, because they were talking about, because she's a big animal lover.
Yeah.
We were talking about dead animals.
Because if you go back and watch it, knowing that she is not just crying; she is ecstatic.
Yeah.
It's not just
she's hysterical.
Yes, yeah. Okay,
Ecstatic.
she is beyond like reasoning at that point.
Yeah.
And you watch this knowing about the dog, and you can see she is seriously.
Oh, yeah.
distraught.
Yeah.
This is not acting. She is.
That's
really
that's
upset.
actually method acting done right.
It's amazing. I don't.
Yeah.
It's
She does a great
amazing.
job there,
It's
and I
amazing.
do- like I said, like that opening 10, 15 minutes, and not to mention where the parents are hearing her on the phone when she's being dragged away to the tree.
The whole thing.
The whole thing
man.
is just
This
perfect.
thing is this
And
is
then
so awesome.
you think
now.
this is your biggest star. She did all the interviews leading up to this movie. On the daytime shows, on the late night talk shows, she's on these shows, and she gets killed within 15 minutes. It was great. Not to mention, like, after that, who's the biggest stars? I mean, Courtney Cox is only like 1 or 2 seasons into Friends, and I knew her more from the Ace Ventura movie. And so a couple of my friends knew her from Ace Ventura as well. But Courtney Cox, I never seen Party of Five, so I think it was only like one season at that point.
For
And
who? For
Nev Campbell.
Nev Campbell.
She was like Party of Five for like one season at that point, I believe. And when I was watching it, I remember the first time I was like, I know her from somewhere. I found out where I didn't recognize it before.
Oh, it's Kraft, right?
No, I watched Kraft afterwards.
Oh, okay.
I watched her in Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh, okay.
She's in the episode Dangerous Soup, where Dr. Vink with the is harvesting fear to make his soup stock.
Oh, okay. Well, I know that the other girl from the Kraft was in like Return to Oz or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
By the way, Kraft's a good movie.
oh man, it's got good parts. Now that's
you
the
know
movie with the wrong ending.
Yeah, you know what? I should rewatch that movie and do like a long time no see review because I wanted to do that with Ghostbusters and I didn't. I should.
Yeah.
But I should. You know what? I'll get on a streaming service. Name a streaming service that has it, and because I'm not getting paid for this. Okay. I'll use a VPN, and I was like, insert VPN name of your choice, and then I'll use that one to watch a streaming service.
Yeah.
I will say one streaming service that I use because my brothers and I use it a lot. Is Peacock. That's how I watch Halloween. Halloween Ends.
Yeah, Netflix.
Talk about a bad ending.
Is it? But still better than Resurrection. No,
Oh,
it wasn't
no.
as good as Resurrection. Is that what you-
Oh, it was not as good as Resurrection. It wasn't as bad as 6. But
Okay,
it wasn't as good as
So
like
it's
Halloween.
worse than
2.
Resurrection. Is that where are we going with the ends? Is it better than Resurrection or is it worse than Resurrection?
Honestly, I think it's worse.
Wow. But you like Resurrection a lot, so that doesn't make
I think
that
there's quite a bit, but
Oh.
my God, I tried. This movie that movie was bad.
I
You know what
I
movie-
called it though. It's going kind of Golden Week. I called it. It's coming in Golden Week.
Yeah, you should watch it.
I will.
Test me to let me know how right I am and how bad it is.
Oh, it's terrible. I've read the whole synopsis. It's terrible.
But you know what isn't terrible? Scream.
That's not.
Scream
It's
is
awesome.
awesome.
It's a scary baby.
And also, it's a Scream baby. And not to mention that whole scene where he talks about the rules is great too because
The whole thing
The
is
whole,
great.
like-
regardless. We just go through every scene. if
yeah,
you
we
want.
should go
I mean,
through each and every one. Characters are great writing. Carol Williamson
And
does
the
a great
music
job.
is just
Music is-
fantastic.
yes.
I mean,
the killer reveal, and not to mention the scene where he goes, she asks why. She wants a motive. Do you ever find out what kind of Hannibal looked like to eat people? Don't think so. And then he's like going psycho, and then he goes more serious and how about this for a motive? And then he lays on her. It's perfect.
he's so good in that movie.
He is
He is
so good.
You would think
Matthew-
this guy went on to a lot more than he did.
Yeah, I know,
None
right?
of them went on to much of anything, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, but you know who else was another scene stealer for me? Matthew Lillard. Matthew is such a scene stealer.
Yeah, she was good, but I mean, for me, it's always going to be Randy. But yeah, Matthew Lillard did do.
Matthew was so great. Like, even when he's like, when they're hanging out, he's like,
Video
never
store-
allowed.
the video store? The
Yes, the
video
video
store.
store.
He's
That's
like,
great.
no, I don't think so. That was no, I don't think so.
And then at the end, when she's giving the rules, I'm going to get Barry on. Yeah, sure. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah. My mom's gonna be so mad at me. No, I mean,
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
And then he improvised a line where he gets after he gets they have the phone.
Yeah.
So great.
Yeah,
Shaggy,
no, it's-
Shaggy, everybody.
They-
Shaggy.
yeah. This with Miguel Geller for the second movie, right?
Yeah.
Who did he get involved with? It wasn't her. It was
No.
not Rose McGowan. Who did he get? The other girl that was like in all these movies that wasn't in this movie.
God.
The blonde lady that he got involved with. But
It doesn't matter.
and yeah, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
it's so good. Great killer reveals. And when she's like begging Stu for help, it's surprise, Sydney. It's so great. And it's so much fun. And it's a tight, like 90 to 100 minutes. Doesn't take up a lot of time. It breezes by. The pacing is excellent. I mean, and not to mention, this is the movie that made Caller ID so successful in the 90s. If you don't know, Caller ID was this thing that before we had smartphones that would display the number, phones that were on that were recorded didn't have that. So you would have around this time there was a machine called a Caller ID that was invented. It was a little thing that displayed the number, and if you had that program, the name of the person who was calling you. And so that came out, I think 95, 94 or so. But when this movie came out in 96, it quadrupled the sales of
not
Caller
just.
ID.
But you can go further than that, though. If you think about it, phones weren't a thing back. Not like
Yeah,
they
cell
are now.
phones, yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying people didn't have them. They did. I didn't have one.
I didn't either.
In '96, phones cell phones were not something everybody had. A lot of people had pagers.
And yeah, ask your parents.
Yeah,
about it.
can you imagine screaming with a pager being like, like you're getting pages?
Oh crap! Who's this? They call it back like, hello.
Well, no, you wouldn't even have a phone. You just have a pager, and you'd be getting pages.
You had to get a phone, call the number on the pager.
No, but in the movie, though, it'd be great. This is the pager, and you go faces around, you get your page. It's just ghost face, and you.
Oh, yeah, would even funny if.
How would you spell ghost face in numbers? It's 6.
But here's the thing, though, is like what's funny is that like some of those pages you could leave a message on them. The later ones, can you imagine? What's your favorite scary movie on a pager?
Voicemail, yeah.
That'd be great.
Well,
yeah, man.
You gotta text the answer back though. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh,
On the old pages.
Hold on, let me call.
Let me get my slide kick out.
No. Let me call me after 9. That's when I can talk for free. Remember that?
Oh yeah, no kidding. I'm at work now. I'm on the train.
It was like, oh, that'd be hilarious. Those break Nokia phones back. But like that was one of the things that like in the movie after Sydney first gets attacked at her house, and the Billy comes up, a cell phone falls out of his pocket, and it's done in such a slow-mo, oh my god kind of a way that nowadays it's like, what's the big deal? It's a cell phone. But back then nobody really had those.
Exactly.
And so like even like the cops like, well, what are you doing with a cell phone there, son?
Yeah,
I know I'm Southern, but I did.
No kidding. And you know, well, there's a line in that movie that because you mentioned the Columbine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is before Columbine.
Yeah.
All right. And there was a line in that movie about teen violence.
Yes.
And I was in the movie theater, and somebody made fun of that line because that would never happen. Like literally made fun of that line. Now you go, well, that makes that line. You don't go, oh, that would never happen. In the movie, someone said it, and someone was like, "Oh, ha ha ha! Teens don't kill each other and whatever." And now you don't laugh at that line.
Yeah, because it's not funny anymore.
It isn't. You don't.
That movie holds
it
up.
wasn't funny then. I'm saying that somebody thought it. I think.
Yeah. But yeah, the movie holds up so well.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's so well. Like we're not even like really talking about anything bad about the movie. We're ragging on other movies to fill the time.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean,
it's awesome.
Perfect.
Watch it. You know what? If you're gonna do like a movie marathon before you watch Scream 6, please do. But you know, watch Scream 1 through 5 Creams, I like to call it. Then watch Scream 1 again, just as a palate cleanser.
Well,
because you want to end it off great.
Yeah. Now, but before we close up, though, there's something about Scream we have to talk about. Is you're talking about its impact socially.
Yeah.
Now, the impact on the film industry was insane because this is 1996.
Right.
Horror movies, you're going to argue with me, I'm sure. Horror movies are dead.
Pretty much, except for like Candyman.
But it wasn't that big of a success. It made some money. Now, okay, so in 1995, Halloween 6 came out, very low box office. 1994, we had a great movie but didn't make any money. It was Freddy's Nightmare.
Oh yeah, that was good.
93 was the last Friday 13th for a very long time. It didn't make much money either.
Ooh, that one sucks.
Yeah, exactly. Scream's opening weekend was very, very, very low. It is one of the few movies in history that increases their box office. All your big movies, I don't care if it's Avatar 2, I don't care if it's Star Wars, they hit really big and they just drop. Doesn't matter. Avengers did. Yes, Avengers did. All of those movies drop. This movie made more money the second weekend. During the week, it just increased to 100 million from 60 million. That's insane.
Yes, because
that never happens.
Because people watch it. Oh my God! It's like if Paul watched it, he would go to me. Hey, oh my God, you gotta watch the movie. He was like, I was like, oh really? That's a scary movie? And I was like, yeah. Dude, he's like, dude, watch it with me. I was like, all right. And then I would watch it with him. It was like, oh, this movie's awesome. And then I'll go tell somebody else. And then like it constantly like the next like 3 weeks.
This doesn't happen.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. Because back then you didn't have social media. The pagers were basically the thing.
Yeah.
The cell phones weren't really a thing. So it was just people talking to each other. Remember when people used to talk to each other face to face like this? And then that's how Scream became such a great success. And such a great success.
It is, and there was no build to it. And this is real time for me. So I did go to this movie opening weekend. Mm-hmm. I did go grab my friend, Sarah, and go take her and go to I grabbed another friend. What are you talking about right there? That's real time for me. Yeah. I was doing that. We were all doing it. That's why the box office went up. And also, industry, now we gotta make all these horror movies come out. Resurrect the entire industry. Okay, this should be called Resurrection. It's resurrecting the whole
industry.
Okay, and And not only did it do that for movies, it changed all of the posters. Every poster for every movie after this was the line 'em up thing.
Oh yeah, the roll call.
That went for every movie. Almost every movie did that from this on.
Yeah.
Not just Scream. Not horror movies, but every movie.
Look at Avengers. Look at the Infinity War, Endgame. They're all lined up on the poster. But yeah, we talk about it so much.
Yeah.
We could go on for days probably. And what you said about the whole thing, I just remembered that did happen to me, because I was remembering if I actually did watch it in the theater, I did, because a buddy of mine told me, hey, this movie's really good, you should check it out. So I was like 14 at the time. I got somebody, because you had to get an adult or something.
Oh, I'm thinking you would have been younger than that, Ricardo, because I graduated high school in '96. I just graduated high school, so I think you would have been.
I would have been 13 or 14 around that time.
Okay.
If it was May, I would have been 13.
Okay, that's about right. There you go.
I was 13.
Well, it wasn't May. This is December.
Oh, it was December of '96.
Yeah.
I was 14.
Okay.
So I was 14, and right around Christmas time. So
Exactly.
my cousin. It was a buddy. It was my cousin. My cousin convinced me to go watch it, and I had a great time. And you know what though? There's one more thing we're gonna talk about the Scream movies, but I'm gonna save that for the next one. And he doesn't know what I'm gonna talk about.
All right.
So let's do it.